Now I feel stupid because someone's watching me. Hi, and welcome to the RAWR Bar, the show for people who really shouldn't waste their time on me because you're already the voice inside my head. What we're doing today is we're making a Tom Collins, which, if you don't know what a Tom Collins is, which most people don't, it's very simple. It's lemons, it is gin, I have two different types here, it is simple syrup, it is club soda, and it is garnished with a cherry and a slice of lemon. That's really all it is. It's all topped with club soda. You can either shake it or you can stir it. That's really it. Before I get started here, I should probably mention, just because I look like this, I am over the age of drinking legally in my area, so if you are not over the legal drinking age in your area, now is the time to vamoose and leave and get out of here. So, shoo. So now, we can actually get into making a drink. So, we'll just start with the basic Tom Collins. We're gonna start off with something that probably everybody has as far as gin goes, which is the beautiful New Amsterdam. It's like an $8 bottle at the cheapest. It's also one of the least complex gins out there, and it's what most people are gonna buy unless you're smart and you buy Gordon's. Simple syrup, which you can buy it, I just make my own. It's either 1 or 2 parts sugar to 1 part water, and you boil it and then you put it in a bottle after it cools. Lemons. Freshly squeeze your lemons. Don't use that shitty store-bought juice. It tastes bad, I promise. It's not good. And then after you either shake or mix, I'm going to do one of them shaken. I'm going to do the Amsterdam gin one shaken, and then the other one with the Beefeater 24, I'm going to do that stirred. And we're going to see if they're any better or worse than the other. So let's just start by... Hooray. Gin. 2 ounces in a Tom Collins. This is a 1.25 ounce jigger, so it's a little strange, but that's that. If you are wondering, I am using this little cocktail book. It's the Essential Cocktail Guide, edited by Megan Krigbaum. It's all like older, classic, and Prohibition era cocktails. And what else do I need in this? I'm a fool. This is 1.5, but we're doing 2 because I like strong drinks, and I don't care. 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. So we're going to use the freshly squeezed lemon juice that I just used. 3/4 ounce. And then the simple syrup, which we are doing 3/4 ounce of that as well. I'm actually kind of glad that I overdid it on the gin because this is going to be pretty sweet. We're going to do 3/4 ounce. Double string your drinks. Double string your drinks. Cool. Like I said, we're going to shake this one in your shaker. I usually do a couple small cubes and a big cube just to kind of break everything up. Liquid into your ice. Smack it. The best thing about this is you're just going to want to really shake it up. Get everything nice and mixed together. Until your tin is nice and frosty. You can see it's getting a little frosty there. Cool. Done shaking. The way to crack it open, unless you let it sit for a minute like mine, smack it, pull it up, off to the side. The reason that you shake it with ice is because it helps dilute it, because you don't want just a bunch of straight gin. And we're going to go ahead and just pour it into our glass and top it with some soda water. The other important thing to note here is this is technically a crushed ice cocktail. But the fun part is, I don't care. And there it is. Tom Collins. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to slice a lemon here. Nice wheel of lemon. Using my meat cleaver. Meat cleaver is not... Like, you don't have to use a meat cleaver, but I think it's neat. And if you're a normie, you're going to use regular maraschino cherries. But if you're not, you're going to use Luxardos. And that is a beautiful Tom Collins, shaken Tom Collins. And now, of course, for the all-important taste test, it looks like I did get some lemon pulp in the bottom here, but it's okay. Start with, I'm just going to drop the cherry into the bottom of it, because I think that's a delightful way to do it. That's incredible. That on its own is an amazing drink. It's citrusy, it's really crisp from the gin, it's got that juniper pop. I personally think this Amsterdam gin is pretty bland. This is a really sweet one because of all the simple syrup and all the lemon juice that's in it, but it's nice and just super refreshing. I'm gonna give my producer a taste of it.
Yum, 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 yum.
See how they enjoy that.
Oh, that's good.
That's pretty good, huh?
That's pretty good.
So, like I said, we're gonna do this a couple different times. We're gonna start by making some normal ones. I'll take that back. I'm gonna take another sip because that's great. I'll take this lemon wheel off and while my delightful producer is off getting me some more ice, what we're going to do is, I'll kind of explain what we're doing next. We are just we're making the same thing, but instead of shaking it, we're going to be stirring it to see if that changes any of the properties of it. And instead of the new Amsterdam, we're going to be using the Beefeater 24. And another thing I want to make kind of clear with this is as I struggle with seeds in my strainer that shouldn't be there, I want to give people options because I know not everybody is an alcoholic like I am and doesn't want to spend $30 on a bottle of liquor that they're not even sure that they like. And that is why I'm also doing this, the new Amsterdam. The big thing about Beefeater 24, it's all the normal Beefeater gin flavors, the juniper, the other things they put in gin, but the big part about this one is they put a lot of like teas and coriander and things like that in it, so it gives it a little stronger, more complex flavor, which, like I said, it's kind of a nuts looking, it's a crazy looking bottle. I think it's great. It's kind of crazy tasting too. So that is another reason why I am doing this with this. And the best part about being emo and having the delightful RAWR bar is hand warmers. Your hands never get cold when mixing cocktails. I should probably cap this before I dump out my $30 bottle of gin. And then, same thing as before, we're just gonna top it up with some club soda. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give this a quick express over the top. I'm not gonna put a cherry in this one, just because I did try to make this one a little more tart anyway, and my hand is sticky, but that's fine. So this is regular Tom Collins of Beefeater with an expressed orange. I'm gonna pull this orange off before it hits me in the face. Okay, the orange actually does a lot here. The orange really does some work, adding a whole nother level of complexity, because instead of just that like overly tart lemon, you're also getting the sweetness of like a navel orange. It's just as crispy and refreshing as the last one. This one's not nearly as sweet, but that's fine with me. You definitely get some of the tea that comes through in the Beefeater. It's not nearly as juniper-y, but that's just because I think the tea is interacting with that lemon and like other citrus a lot more. I'll hand this on over to El Produceur and see what they have to say. So this is the Beefeater one that was stirred.
Straw.
Yeah, straw probably wouldn't be too bad, but
Ooh,
it's not bad.
the orange. The orange.
The orange does a lot there. I like that quite a bit. So, you may be wondering, other than like aesthetic and why I'm dressed like a fossil from 2007, why we were called the RAWR bar, and I assure you there's a reason for it, and we're gonna get into it right now. White Monster. This is the monster drink of choice for emo kids, YouTubers, and anyone else who needs a meal replacement at any time. It is my personal favorite of all of the monsters. I think it is delightful, and we're gonna use this in a Tom Collins. But obviously, once we start using Monster Energy in a cocktail, classic Tom Collins, it's not a Tom Collins anymore. So in this little fun little riff on a Tom Collins, we're gonna call it a Tom DeLonge. I bet you didn't see that one coming with my Blink 182 joke at the beginning. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on the next guy. So the only real difference that or the only real change we're making here is we're using White Monster. And again, other than like its significance to my culture, that it has is the fact that it's really heavily citrus based. One of the big flavors in this, you might not realize it, is actually grapefruit, and I think yuzu is the other one. I could be wrong, I will check that. But I think using this as a mixer instead of club soda will actually bring out a lot more of those gin flavors. Plus, an upper and a downer at the same time never hurt anyone. Please drink responsibly. And my prediction here is I genuinely think that the New Amsterdam is probably going to end up tasting better than the Beefeater 24, mostly because I don't think Beefeater is going to really play well with the flavors and that nice smooth chemical draw that you find in Monster. I don't really have any reason other than I think that Beefeater 24 is too pretentious to play nice with Monster. Other than that, to think that it'll not go well, but that's my prediction. I'm just gonna strain this in here. I'm not even gonna measure this because that's fucking punk rock is not measuring shit. Yeah, Blink is punk rock and has never not been punk rock. No, California was totally a punk album. Sorry, that should have read, no, California was really a good album. I can't roll my eyes hard enough. But hopefully, if you see this Tom DeLonge, which I know you won't, because you've got other things going on, like making even worse music than New Blink with Angels and Airwaves. That's too mean. I can't put that in. That's too mean. That's too mean. I'm not putting that in. Same deal. Liquid into ice. Slam it. And the reason that you want to slam it is you want that pressure. And the reason that you want to shake it a little bit first is it creates negative pressure, which sucks the two sides together. This is why metal Boston shakers are better than your shitty cobble strainer shakers and also glass top Boston shakers. Use metal ones, they're just better. Again, frosty tin, hand warmers, emos were made to be bartenders. Simple as that. Slam it open. Break that seal. And let's go ahead and we got our this. Gonna go ahead and pour through here. Huzzah. Got a nice even. And now for the moment you all probably haven't been waiting for, honestly. I'm gonna close this book. I don't want it to get messed up, and don't ruin books. Again, White Monster is gonna have that nice grapefruity, citrusy, yuzu-y flavor in it. And hopefully we're gonna see a nice flavor profile from that.
Are you going to put a cherry?
No, I'm not wasting our cherries on that. And you might be asking yourself, Lily, why are you putting cherries in all of these? Luxardo cherries are expensive, and I will use these for when I'm actually like enjoying my drinks, thank you very much. Unless Luxardo sees this, which I know you won't. Send me your cherries, they're delicious. Also, send me more of this, it's delicious. Cool. I'm gonna take this lemon off because garnish is bad for drinking. And this is White Monster, New Amsterdam, Tom DeLonge. Oh, holy shit. This is okay, so for reference here, this is my favorite Monster. I've never had a Tom Collins before. Fucking great drink. I'm gonna add that to my repertoire now. I now actually have to keep club soda on hand. This is incredible. This is amazing.
Do you think it's cherry worthy though?
I think the cherry would only serve to kind of mess it up a little bit. Because, okay, so the thing about this is obviously the lemon juice goes really well in it. The simple syrup kind of defeats the purpose of the zero sugar monster, but I don't care. The fact that this is more tightly carbonated than fucking Target brand club soda means that the bubbles and the fizz on this is just generally nicer. And I didn't know that juniper berries would play so well with fucking Monster Zero Ultra. I'm serious. Here, you need to try this.
Bullshit.
This is incredible.
Alright.
This is incredible. And like, I'm not kidding. If you should try this.
Holy shit. Fuck.
Like, for real, right?
Yeah,
like
no,
no,
it's actually good. I'm not giving this
not big reaction here. Like, this is genuinely good.
I'm not giving this back.
Oh, fuck off. This cocktail, this is $8. You can find this for like $8 or $9 at your local grocery store. You can pick up a can of this for like $2. A lemon is 89 cents. And sugar water, you can buy this for $2. So you have literally $4, $5, $12, and you've got an incredible cocktail. Like,
These are quite a few of them too.
yeah, I was about to say, you get probably two to three out of a single can of Monster. Not to mention, you're gonna have this bottle for a while, because I think a standard 750 milliliter bottle is 22 ounces? I could be wrong. No, I don't know. I don't know the math on that. I'm not smart. Point is, 2 ounces of gin from this into that. I am blown away. But now we gotta see. I'm not looking forward to this one. I don't think the tea in this one is gonna really enjoy that very much.
Can we put a cherry in?
Yes, we can ruin this one with a cherry. And again, we're gonna stir the Beefeater. I don't know why I chose to stir the Beefeater. Maybe because it's British, so it's delicate and doesn't want to deal with a hard American shake.
Just like you.
Alright, and here is where things might get a little strange. Let's just make this fucking thing. I am going to put a cherry in this one because I have a feeling that this is going to need all the help it can get. The nose of this bottle is like super, like almost rubber latexy in the best way possible, but I think that just comes from the teas that they're using. Also, by the way, don't do like I do. Don't get a random 3/4, 1 1/4 jigger. Get an actual like 1 2 ounce jigger. I promise you, your life will be better. I need to do that. I'm not going to, but I should. Pour the Monster in. Yeah, you'll get about 2 out of this and then a nice sip for yourself. And instead of like actually doing the full orange garnish, I'm just gonna take this and kind of run it around the rim. It's gonna need all the help it can get. Cherry, plop, right in the bottom there. Get some delightful juices flowing. I would show you these, but they all look fucking the same. That's really it. They all look the same. So cheers. Let's hope that this is good. Oh, that's not very good at all, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, that's like I said, I think I was right. I think my palate is refined enough, smarm, to know that the teas in this don't like this at all. Like, the orange and the cherry bits in here don't help it. It just has too much of that, like, bitter tea edge to it, I think, that the Monster really doesn't like. Yeah, it's just got too much of like a tea bite. The actual juniper still goes really well. But again, this is like a super weird specific gin that you're only gonna be buying if you like really like gin. Let's hand this off to El Productor and see what you have to say about it. Again, I don't think it's not bad. It's just not as good as the other one, which is kind of disappointing. You see what I mean? It's got a little bit too much of that like bitter bite to it.
I wonder if having gotten rid of the simple syrup would have helped them
I don't think so. I think it needs the sweetness to kind of curb the...
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong with it. The point is, again, unless you're an alcoholic like me, please drink responsibly. Buy this, especially if you don't know if you like gin. Buy the new Amsterdam Stratosphere. It is literally, it is $8 or $9. You can find $8 or $9 and change. I never thought I would be telling anyone to use this in anything other than a demonstration on how to pour a bottle down the sink. But yeah, if you don't know if you like gin or not, get some New Amsterdam. Make yourself a Tom Collins. Make yourself a Tom DeLonge. Get Tom DeLonge and New Amsterdam in the same room and have him drink a New Amsterdam Tom DeLonge and credit me. Stupid. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for our first episode of the RAWR Bar. Cheers to all of those who drink, and if you're gonna drink good stuff. Unless you're making this, then drink the cheapest shit you can.